pal. Heard about Irma's baby?
Yeah.
Doesn't bear thinking about.
No.
Why does it have to happen to kids?
It does happen, though. All the time.
Makes you wonder if we should bother having any.
Yeah.
Can I come in?
Hello, love.
I've heard.
I know. Poor Irma.
Look, if you've got any business to do, you know, in connection with what's happened, I'll stop and look after the twins or anything.
Oh, thanks, love. But it's all happened in Australia.
And I've got some advice for you. Sitting there moping isn't going to do any good, you know. It won't bring David or the baby back again. Life goes on, you know. Even under big stones it does. It always has and always will.
Yes, all right, love.
And there were nobody closer to David than what I were. And I know that he weren't the sort to let things get him down. Look how he got over that football injury.
Uncle Albert.
You know, and he didn't have a bad life. I mean, lots had worse.
Uncle Albert!
What?
I don't want your advice. I want to mope, as you call it, because it's the only way I can live with what's happened. Now, if you can't understand that, you better leave.
All right, I'll leave. But you're wrong, you know. It doesn't help nobody, and it isn't what David would have wanted. Not on your life.
Oh, he was trying to help, Ken.
What's your last memory of David?
Funnily enough, being a bit pompous in the shop. Talking about a meeting of the Grocers' Union or whatever it is. Being a bit middle-aged, in fact.
He was one of the special ones, wasn't he? It happened to the wrong one of us, Val. Should have happened to me. He was the one who had the zest for life.
Oh, Ken, now... It's Stan, love.
Oh, Ken.
Stan?
Look, I've come for a bit of advice.
I think we might manage to give some.
Well, I've been thinking, you see, the baby's dead, but now Hilda doesn't know, does she?
Well, how can she? She's still on the plane.
Well, I realise that, I know that. I was wondering, can we let her know?
Can we, Ken?
Well, I think so, in a case like this, a radio message.
There's not going to be as straightforward as that, is it?
You mean, should we let her know?
I mean, she's on her own and she's not exactly brave, our Hilda, you know.
Who is?
Well, what do you think, Ken? I mean, should we let her get to Australia and our kid tell her or what?
I think she'll be told before she gets to Australia.
But, Ken, it's bound to be a shock, and like Stan says, she is on
Yeah, but
her
in my
own,
view,
just completely
in my view, Irma's got enough on her plate without having to tell her mother about the death of her baby. And if Hilda's told, to give her time to weather the shock a bit, won't it? She'll be more in control when she lands. I'm pretty sure she'll need to be in control.
Well, then, what do I do to let her know, then?
I'll do it, Stanley. I'll ring the airport.
Oh, thanks. Times like these when you find out you're real mates, isn't it? Ta.
Oh. You've noticed the irony of it all, of course.
I'm not sure I know what irony means, Mrs. Walker.
Well, at this time of the year, you and I are listening to the rustle of spring, but poor Irma, the only sound in her ears is the tread of death. And that's my last word on the subject. It's all too awful to contemplate. And where in heaven's name was the hand of God when it happened?
Likely busy with a million other tragedies, Annie Walker.
Oh, not now, Mrs. Sharples. I was just saying to Mrs. Clegg, I think we should talk about something else. What do you say, Sandra?
Well, I agree. What though?
Well, for a start, what you lot are doing trooping in here when you know it's nearly an hour past my closing time?
Oh, I thought it was things like stopping open late that kept corner shops going these days. It can't be your prices.
Yes, but stopping out late and for what, Mrs. Sharples?
To sell me a packet of fruit gums. Minnie Colwell's decided we don't get enough fresh air, so she's paying the bus fare out to Bluebell Wood and I'm buying toffees. I think she's hoping we get off with somebody myself.
You're never too old, are you?
Well, I hope not, Sandra. Right, anything else, Mrs. Walker?
No, thank you. Love Jack's office food.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's 7 shillings, please.
You take a tip from one who suffered. Now, before you get married to Ray Langton, insist on a certificate of perfect health.
I'll send him to a vet, Mrs. Walker.
Well, been for your tea?
Of course I have, hours since.
Do you know, I'd forgotten.
Hi. Hi. Off out? Oh, no, we're special.
Oh, come on, Sandra, what do you want? My legs are beginning to think they're propping up the North Pier.
Just a bucket of fags, please. I thought I'd send Ray a little present.
Oh.
Missing him, are you?
I am.
Do you reckon he's missing you?
Only he knows that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
There you are, Sandra.
Ta. Still, there's one thing you can't fix up whilst he's away in Huddersfield.
What's that?
The date of your wedding.
Oh, we have done.
Eh?
May 23rd. 5 weeks up.
She's joking. She's got to be. No, love. She's not.
Where you going?
To bed. I might at least get some peace and quiet there.
The operation you're about to see was first performed in Houston, Texas, a year ago. It is, of course, a complicated operation, normally taking it at least 5 hours. Now, as we join the surgeon, he is already making an exploratory examination of the pelvic cavity.
Oh, thanks, love.
I've not changed my mind, Lucille. I'm not getting involved. It's none of our business.
So we just let Sandra marry him, knowing he's playing around with Audrey. Well, do we?
All right. And how do we stop Ray playing around, as you call it?
Well, Dickie'd soon stop him, if he knew about it.
I know nothing about anybody.
Oh, give over. You've seen him snogging just like I have.
I know nothing. And I'm not getting involved.
Well, it's up to me then.
They never miss a chance, do they? Death, rape, flood, fire, anything. Doesn't matter to the newspapers, just so long as they fill their column inches.
Well, what do you expect? David was a well-known local lad.
Well, does that give the local rag the right to publish his life story? With embellishments, naturally. In fact, more embellishments than facts. Why do papers have to get everything wrong?
Because nobody put him right in the first place, I dare say.
Oh, the only bit I don't like is him creeping up the fact that Ken's mother was killed in a road accident too. Oh, and this. A friend of Mrs. Irma Barlow said she was unhappy in Australia and did not wish to return there after visiting her parents at Christmas.
Well, that's true enough.
Well, I wonder who the friend was.
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? It's our resident publicity officer. In other words, your Uncle Albert.
Uncle Albert?
Well, go on, read on.
Oh, dear.
But Albert's right. Stan Ogden didn't have brass to go to Australia with his wife.
Yes, but surely that's Stan Ogden's business, isn't it? I mean, it's not the business of every nosy Parker who buys the local rag.
Don't you buy it, Ken and Barlow? Every week?
I'm going to college.
They said you didn't need love.
Well, I do need.
He's taking it very badly.
Aye. I must say I might have been a bit more sympathetic.
They said you were in here, Stan. Anything I can do?
No, everything's taken care of.
Oh, well, if there is anything, official or unofficial, just let me know, will you?
Thanks, I will.
Albert, Dickie.
Well, there's one thing about living around here. Folks offer to help you, although it isn't always appreciated. Hey, you've not finished.
Oh, don't whine it. You've been sitting about, you don't feel like it. Hello. Ta-da.
Well, waste not, want not. That's always been my motto.
There's nothing put you off your stride, Mr. Tatnop.
Only Miss Sciatica, lad. No, I've seen it all, I have.
Hi. I wanted a word.
I'm stopping you.
Aye, and that's another thing being 70-odd and a widow does for you. You learn to sense when you're not wanted. Anyhow, this'll be tasty warmed up. I never did like lukewarm batter.
Well,
It's a bit tricky.
maybe it's best said.
It's about Audrey.
Oh, come on, Lucille. Don't feign pretend it's hard for you to tell a tale. Because it is a tale, isn't it?
Her and Ray are playing around again.
I don't believe you.
They are.
I don't believe you.
Look, I've seen them. Snogging. Wrapped up in each other's arms.
Told the reporter out that weren't true.
I know you didn't.
Well, what's Ken upset about then?
Well, you know, he's not particularly fond of newspapers at the best of times.
There's lots of things he's not fond of, if you ask me, and he's always been same.
That's not true. He always tries to be fair. Too fair sometimes.
Oh, well, you've got to say that. You're his wife.
Uncle Albert.
What?
Can't you understand that Ken has lost his brother, his only brother?
Of course I understand. But, you know, I've seen more than death of most in my time. During the war, and especially this last 10 or 20 years, seeing all my pals and all my acquaintances go and knowing it's likely to be me next. So don't talk to me about understanding. I shed my tears for David on my own. Never did out to hurt him when he were alive, and I've done out to hurt his memory. So I reckon it's you and Ken that ought to have a bit of understanding of me.
I'll keep on saying it, Lucille. I don't believe you.
You mean you don't want to believe me?
Please yourself.
Look, I saw them. They weren't playing postman's knock. They meant what they were doing. Meant it.
So you keep saying.
You're mad about her, aren't you? That's why you don't believe me. Look, I wouldn't care if it was the first
You're wasting
time.
your breath.
There was sparks between them two. The first moment they
It
set eyes on each
happens.
other. Oh, you're a mug, aren't you?
Yeah, and
Real
you know
mug.
what you are?
Somebody who's trying to put you right.
Oh, somebody's trying to put herself right.
What do you mean?
Mug I might be about Audrey, that's why I married her. But I'm not that big a mug I can't see what's going through your lousy little mind.
Well, go on, tell me if you can.
You're not interested in me and Audrey, you're interested in Ray for yourself. You'd do anything to split him and Sandra up, wouldn't you?
What's that got to do with me telling you about Audrey?
I don't know, but it's got to have something to do with. Bound to. All right, so you saw Audrey and Ray in a clinch. Well, how do you know I'm not in a clinch with somebody tonight and every night?
You don't make me laugh.
Thanks.
Look, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one who's seen him. Ask Maggie Clegg. Ask her about the time that she saw him.
and she's got no axe to grind. Has she, Dickie?
I won't be long, Betty.
Oh, there's no rush, love.
Well, you shouldn't be busy. Just after dinner.
Don't care if I am. Be a change, you know. I mean, the Rovers has been like a mug since the accident.
Oh, what sort of fish do you fancy?
Oh, no preference, love. As long as you get a nice pink gurnet for Cyril. They're his favourite, you know.
Well, I'm glad somebody's happy.
Oh, me too.
You're all making me feel guilty as if laughing was illegal.
Be a sad day if it was illegal, love. Now then, what do you want?
It's
Serve her.
Well, we're being nice and polite.
Serve her. She's the worst.
Right.
Packet of chucky biscuits, please. Keep me going till tea time.
You're going to finish up being a chubby little housewife if you're not careful.
Ray likes the meat on his women.
Yeah, well, I used to be your size. Look at me now.
Bet Mr. Turpin doesn't complain, does he?
Only when I take a running jump on his back. 1 and 10 to you, love. Ta.
You're all invited, you know.
Invited?
The wedding. Hey. So far, it looks like you'll have to bring your own grub and booze.
Ah.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra. Ah, she seems a nice enough girl, doesn't she?
Oh. Hello, Dickie.
Hello.
Aren't you supposed to be at work, or are you on strike for parity with the MPs?
No, I'm just going back. I wondered if Mrs. Clegg was in.
No, love, she's out shopping.
Oh, I see. Nice.
Anything important?
No, I just wanted a word, but it'll do another time.
Well, I'll tell you called, love.
Yeah.
Right. Something on his mind.
Obviously.
Oh, I gather you wanted a word with me, Mrs. Sharples.
More of an apology.
Apology?
From me. I owe you one.
Oh, can't think why. But don't let that deter you. Apologies from women are fairly rare.
Going back to college done you good.
Oh, why do you ask?
You just smiled. Well, at least you let your face crack.
Yes, it did do me good. Being with young people, I find, is a tonic, in spite of what they say about them.
Well, they exhaust me when they're not baffling me.
So you're about to make an apology, Mrs. Sharples?
Yeah. I could have been a bit more diplomatic this dinner time.
Oh, I didn't notice. But maybe that's because you're undiplomatic so often.
You should teach me to keep my mouth shut.
Sorry.
Now you're apologising.
Go on like this all day.
Don't envy the dead, Kenneth.
Why not? Surely you believe they go to a better place than this.
Oh, I believe right enough right now.
Only right now, oh ye of little faith.
Well, I'm not sure I believe when my time comes. I might start to doubt there's something better and struggle to hang on to here to what I know.
You mean life becomes sweeter when you're dying? Well, why shouldn't it become a bit sweeter now, Mrs. Sharper? Do you really think we deserve all this misery?
Everything's got a bottom to it, Kenneth.
Just one more saying, truth, maxim or whatever, and I'll run amok. I really will. This has no bottom to it. David and the baby dying is a total, useless, unnecessary waste.
Maybe, but you've got to learn to live with it. And if that's another of your sayings, I'm sorry.
All right, live with it, Mrs. Sharples, but just supposing, like me, your soul is already heftily bruised. It's my whole point about David dying. He was strong on life. He didn't want to die. I don't mind.
Rubbish.
I mean it.
You've got everything to live
Oh,
for.
don't say Val and the kids. They get over me dying very quickly. People do, you know.
No, they don't. I'm not particularly thinking about Val and the twins. You're valuable to more than that.
Valuable? Well, certainly not as a teacher. And they took blood to convince people who are worth a living wage.
Your value, Kenneth, is that you're a decent man and there aren't many of them left.
David was decent.
Well, let's say he weren't as convincing as you.
Everything all right?
I've just been told how valuable I am to this lousy world.
Oh, I could have told you that. You're the most valuable thing in it.
The defence rests.
Come in, lad, Jack. Oh, look at this, love. Flaming bills. Nothing stops them, does it?
They don't look like bills to me, Stan. No stamps.
Well, there'll be condolences, I suppose. You know, I never knew Hilda had so many friends. You know, I always thought she was one like on her own, you know.
Well, there's a lot we don't know about the women folks, Stan.
Oh, well, go on in, then.
Oh.
Ken Ballard's taking care of all that's got to be done.
Lizzie was wondering if you got enough grub.
Oh, well, I'm not eating all that much.
No. Well, you're keeping everything very tidy in here, Stan. Very tidy.
You're keeping it self-tidy, mate. Nobody mess it up.
Huh.
Would you like a bottle or something? Got some in.
Well, not if you're not bothering yourself.
Well, I haven't been bothering. I never was one for drinking on my own, you know. It's half the pleasure of boozing, meeting your mates, isn't it?
Very true, that is.
It doesn't seem to taste the same on your own.
Well?
Eh?
Get a couple of bottles out. You'll not be drinking on your own, will you?
No, you're right there.
You're better for having them, you know, Stan.
I mean, what?
You're better for having kids, even with this happening.
I haven't had much luck with mine.
Where's your lad?
Oh, he went off on his own as soon as he was old enough to do so, you know. Ah, well, down the hatch.
Down the hatch. How's that taste? Grand. And you better open them. You never know, they could be important.
Ah, I doubt it.
Let's have a look.
Hey, £1.
Nothing else in it?
Good luck from a well-wisher. Hey, there's 2 in this. And a note.
What's it say?
It was not too easy to read it. Sorry to read in the Gazette about your terrible tragedy. Hope enclosed will make it easier to bear. From one who knows what it is to suffer. £3.
And I'll bet that's only the start.
Well, all I know is the lad looked worried.
Oh, what a Dickie Fleming's got to do with me?
Well, don't ask me, love. I mean, I should have thought you'd have known that.
Betty, I'm just popping out for a second.
You're not denying it, are you?
Well, why should I? You said yourself what a rotten liar Lucille is.
Yeah, but... Well, like she said, it wouldn't be the first time between you and Ray, would it? I don't get it, Audrey.
You don't get what?
Why you should?
Why I should what?
Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Look, I've not done nothing. I've tried to make a go of it. I've not gone boozing or...
Oh, no one's accusing you of anything, Dickie.
Then why?
Oh, look, let's get this straight, shall we? Are you saying you believe Lucille?
No.
Well, where are you saying that...
I'm sorry. I did not.
What can we do for you, Mrs. Clegg?
Well, it was, Dickie. He said, Oh, never mind. I'll come back again.
No, don't go, Mrs. Clegg, please. I did want to ask you something.
Well, I have left the shop.
Just one question.
Yes?
Lucille says you've seen Audrey and Ray snogging. Have you?
Look, it's not my business. And I told Lucille it wasn't hers.
Have you, Mrs. Clegg?
Yes. I'm sorry. I didn't want to get involved.
I'm rather glad you did. It had to be said sooner or later.
What had to be said?
That I love Ray. I love him.